Beekeepers in the Fraser Valley, we need to talk about this. If you keep bees anywhere in the Fraser Valley, this is something you need to be aware of right now. The BC Ministry of Agriculture and Food has issued a reportable pest alert for small hive beetle after it was identified here in the Fraser Valley in July 2026. And this is important because small hive beetle is not considered established here in the Fraser Valley or Western Canada. It has been detected here before. The ministry says the previous Fraser Valley detection was back in the fall of 2023, but so far our temperature, humidity and soil conditions appear to have prevented this invasive pest from becoming established. Hopefully that continues, but right now beekeepers need to be vigilant. So what exactly is small hive beetle? Small hive beetle, or Athena tumida, is an invasive pest of honeybees. The adult beetles get inside the hive and lay their eggs in cracks, crevices, and even capped brood cells. Those eggs develop into larvae, and this is where things can get ugly. The larvae feed on honeybee eggs, pollen, and honey while tunneling through the comb. In a heavy infestation, they can contaminate the honey and cause it to ferment and turn into what beekeepers call a slimed out hive. Colonies can become extremely stressed, and in severe situations, the bees may even abandon the hive. And here's another interesting part of their life cycle. Once the larvae mature, they eventually leave the hive, enter the surrounding soil, and pupate underground. Later, they emerge as adult beetles and can make their way back into colonies. That may be one of the reasons we've been fortunate here. According to the ministry, Western Canada's temperature and soil type appear to have prevented small hive beetle from becoming established so far. But we don't know whether that could change and environmental conditions become more favorable. So here's what I'm going to be doing with my colonies and what the ministry is recommending beekeepers watch out for. When you open up your hive, look immediately. Adult small hive beetles move quickly and don't like light. So once that cover comes off, they can quickly run into corners and protected areas. You can also place Swiffer dry pads or beetle be gone sheets inside your hives to help detect adult beetles. And keep your colonies strong. Deal with queenless or weak colonies promptly. Don't give your bees way more space than they can actually occupy and defend. If you've got unnecessary empty equipment or excess supers sitting on a colony, consider removing them when they're no longer needed. And if you're feeding pollen patties, inspect those patties regularly for beetle eggs and larvae. There's also something extremely important for BC beekeepers to remember. Live honeybees and used beekeeping equipment require an inspection and permit before being moved between bee regions within British Columbia. With small hive beetle being detected in the Fraser Valley, following those movement rules is especially important because bees, equipment, and hive products can potentially spread this pest into other areas. The BC Apiculture Program says it will be conducting targeted surveillance and selective inspections this fall and again next spring to look for signs that small hive beetle may be spreading or becoming established. And if you think you find an adult small hive beetle or larva in one of your colonies, don't ignore it. This is a reportable pest. Contact the provincial apiculturalist immediately. Now, I don't want this video to cause panic. A detection does not mean small hive beetle has suddenly become established throughout the Fraser Valley. We've had detections before, including in 2023, and so far it appears our environmental conditions worked in our favor. But this is exactly why backyard beekeepers need to pay attention. The sooner something unusual is spotted, identified, and reported, the better chance we have of protecting not just our own colonies, but everybody else's bees as well. So Fraser Valley beekeepers, check your hives. And please share this video with another local beekeeper. The more eyes we have looking for small hive beetle, the better. And I'll keep you updated with what I see in my own backyard hives.